that strength of the arm. It's a great amount of effort, a great amount of work that goes into learning that. For a musket, on the other hand, it takes only 2 hours to learn to fire this weapon. It takes 2 weeks to get enough target practice to reliably hit the target, and after that, you only need as much strength as it takes to lift the weapon. So if you're a duke hiring on an army, who would you rather hire? Archers or musketeers? Musketeers, and that's why this weapon has been replacing the longbow in Europe. Now, in Jamestown here, the English bring over muskets, but they also bring over artillery. They also bring over long spears called pikes, but it's the musket that seems to be the most versatile, the one they can take out into the forests, carry in small boats up and down river, and a weapon that has an advantage over the Palatine bow. Whereas this can shoot 100 yards, the Palatine bow has a distance of about 50 yards. Also, well, I should say on the other hand, a Palatine archer should be able to fire off 12 aim shots a minute, whereas a musketeer only 2. In order to get up to that speed, you're going to have to practice the manual of arms, loading and firing this weapon the fastest and most efficient way. So, I have here a bandolier. This is where I carry my gunpowder and also 2 musket balls. First, take your largest flask, open that up, pour a little bit of gunpowder into the pan, shut the pan, cast off, blow out the pan, cast about the weapon, take up a charger. This is 1 pre-measured charge of gunpowder, going down the barrel. Drop that, reach into your shot pouch, take up a musket ball. That's going to be made of lead, about the size of a marble. Place that in the muzzle. Take up your scouring stick, ram down the charge. Replace the scouring stick. Handle the piece. Take up your match betwixt your fingers, blow the match, exposing that coal at the end. Place the match in the serpentine, try the match, make sure it lands where you need it to there in the pan. Now you're ready to open your pan, present, and give fire. No gunpowder in it at the moment. So, when that match, as you see, when that match falls in the pan, it touches the gunpowder there in the priming pan, and the gun goes boom. Would you like to see me make this gun go boom? Yes! All right. Well, I'm not going to fire using these chargers. Instead, I'm going to carry my gunpowder in this paper cartridge. This comes in a fashion during the century. It's a bit safer for us in the museum, too, to separate our powder into these paper cartridges. And because I don't get to fire a lead ball, I do get to fire something else. A spitball. Now that helps to pack down the gunpowder. Curious thing about gunpowder is it doesn't need oxygen in the air to burn. It's got its own oxidizer in it. So when it burns, it gives off enough oxygen for the rest of it to burn. So if you pack down the gunpowder, you get a more complete, efficient, and louder boom. So at that point, you manage to cover your ears with the palms of your hands. Present your piece! Give fire! And that is the matchlock musket.